Okay, so I didn't want to only post one video tonight, so I'm going to see what I can do out of this, or see what I can make out of this chunk. This is heat treated Buffalo River, right? I think this is a heat treated chunk. This is normally, this is bigger than what I normally heat treat, right? Thicker, maybe not bigger, but in width, but in thickness, I don't normally heat it this thick, 1.5 inches. I normally maximize it at 1 inch for the pieces that I heat treat. But since I don't have any fancy heat treating stuff, I like to play it safe. Okay, so let's check this out. I got this from Danny Collins, and he is very good at heat treating, so I have no doubts that this will be good. Okay, and sorry if it's Buffalo River and not something exciting like quartzite, but you get what you get. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers. I don't beg you. I just sound like I'm begging all the time, but I don't beg. Okay, fine. You don't beg. I'll do some Tallahassee quartzite here when I find it. Yeah, I know. I lose everything, and then people ask me, "Can I send you something?" And I go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," and then I end up losing it, or it sits here somewhere. I don't know where. That Tallahassee is got to be back there because I got shelves of stone back there, or I managed to hide it somewhere behind me. Yeah, I will find it because I'm going to be taking out all of my stuff to clean this place out. It's full of glass dust. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to clean up a bunch of glass dust tomorrow because it should be, the weather should be better than today. Yeah. Although today was nice, it just cooled off all of a sudden. And I'm freezing. Yep. What do we do here? What do we do here? This is not going to be easy, is it? But that's why I picked it. This is a 6-ounce bopper. Yeah. Did I measure this? Not the width. It's like 4 inches in width. Yeah. Perfect size. Not too small, not too big. It's that Goldilocks zone for the kind of stuff I like to nap. Don't get me wrong, I like to have I like to see the results when I have a long blade. But to enjoy the napping, like if I come out here and say to myself, I'm just going to nap. Yeah, because I just like napping. And, I don't have to do anything special. I can just nap on these 3 or 4 inch wide nodules. Yeah, let's just do that. Fun stuff. So what happened to the no talk videos? I'm going to narrate those. Yeah. Don't worry, it's coming up. It takes me forever to get something done because I'm trying to set up a way to get it done fast. If I wing it, I end up having to redo the video. So I have to be a little more careful than just winging the narration. I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do is I'm going to critique my work with the Yip Yap or the Yap Nap, and then I'll do instructional videos in a serious tone and try to explain everything the best I can. But that type of focus, I can't just wing it. So I've got to set up a way to do it that'll be very effective. Yeah. I might have to review certain parts of the video over and over if I get confused. See, on my first pass at narrating the Yap Nap, that everyone's going to see. I can probably spot areas where I need to write notes down and rewatch it to make sure I know what's going on. And then I can narrate the instructional video. Yeah. The instructional videos will be available to members of my channel, as I'm getting a lot of new members. And I didn't expect that, really. I'm very fortunate and lucky. Yeah, I'm getting a lot more members during the live streams. And I was expecting mainly to get question and answer sessions going on the live streams, where people could ask their questions and kind of brainstorm with others there, because it helps to have others in the mix so that you guys can brainstorm together and get ideas from each other, and then come up with questions or comments or complaints in that environment. But it turns out I'm actually getting members to the channel, which is kind of exciting. Yeah. But I feel guilty I'm not providing anything extra for the members. So I have a feeling I'm going to lose them. Yeah. Now, I will do instructional videos from time to time for everybody, like I always do. But I've got to be in the right mood. Yeah. So that I'm not, or have to set myself up to be not tired or not frustrated when I'm doing an instructional video. And then I'm fully practiced. Because to do it on video, to do the instruction on video, requires a lot of variables that are kind of distracting. Yeah. When I narrate or do a voiceover, I can eliminate a lot of those distractions. Yeah, because I'm just sitting there watching the video. So I don't have to keep the thing in frame. I don't have to turn my brain on and off between strikes. Like right now my brain's working, but when I strike, I have to shut the brain off basically so I don't overthink what I'm doing, and I'm letting my subconscious make the strikes and use my muscle memory and a lot of the compensation that my subconscious incorporates into each strike. Okay, whereas I don't have to do that when I'm just sitting there narrating the video. Okay, so I will do narrating in an instructive style every now and then for everybody, but for the members I will do it on many videos, not just once in a while. Okay, and I will probably upload quite a few no talk videos, since the audience for those is growing also. Yeah. I've been paying attention to the analytics. That was one of my resolutions for the year, is to, how do I improve the channel even more than it already fantastically is? I have to look at the analytics and understand what I'm looking at. I still don't understand it fully, because I don't know why you guys are watching my channel when you're watching other channels like forging, steelworking, survival shows. Ouch, that hurt. Survival shows and building log cabins and stuff. I noticed there's not too many purely Flintknapping channels that you guys are watching. You guys are watching a lot of related videos. Yeah. related to primitive skills and stuff. That overshot hurt. Hold on a second. Let me throw some of these in here. I just lost a bunch of width. I didn't lose any length, but I trimmed a bunch of length off a little bit earlier, so now I've only got, let's see, 3 7/8. Yeah. All right, let's switch. The bopper is too powerful. Yeah. Too powerful without accuracy makes it dangerous. It's not necessarily more powerful than the indirect percussion. Sometimes it is, but the issue is the accuracy. Like I can avoid overshots more easily with indirect percussion because it allows me better accuracy. You know, it depends how you hit the edge where the flake goes. And see how it scoops it? This was the overshot, right? I think this side was it. I can't remember now, but it looks like it is because it scooped it. See, this type of scooping looks different if the flake starts from there. See, the scooping is a little more narrow. If it's a wide scoop, then it looks like an overshot. I don't know, I gotta rewatch the video. I'm not that good at analyzing flake scars. Yeah. Especially when it doesn't show many ripples, or the ripples are not. The ripples are there, but not very distinct. Yeah, there's not much on here. Anyways. It's taken me a long time to try to figure out what's going on here. As far as napping in general, and also the way I nap. Both napping in general, and I'm paying more attention to the way that I nap. It's not easy, because once you get into the habit, you just take it for granted. You don't really analyze yourself that much. At least, not with me, I don't. I've got to really force myself to focus on what am I doing. I mean, what is it exactly that I'm doing? Am I taking a shortcut? I notice I take a lot of shortcuts. And it gets me into trouble. You know, because like right there, the shortcut is I just want to thin the end. I'm not too concerned about where the flake is going to go. It's like my goal is just to thin the base, right? But it's like buying something at the store. My goal is to get the item, and I forget to pay attention to the price. So I forget to pay attention to the flake path, and I end up with step fractures sometimes. It's not a big deal, but that's one of the things that could be considered a shortcut. Yeah. I notice that I do take shortcuts. And I take some chances that they're actually luck. I mean, I take chances and allow a lot of luck to influence what I'm doing. Yeah. Maybe overly influenced by luck in some cases. Okay. So I've got to tone it down and see, you know, don't take so many chances and don't take so many shortcuts so I can actually maybe get better at predicting what's going to happen. Within the confines of napping, it's hard to predict no matter what because of the other variables, the tool variables and the material variables. It's hard to make accurate predictions. But it is getting a little easier for me to predict what's going to go on. Yes, it is. It's getting easier. Now that I'm paying much more close attention to what I'm doing. Yeah. And it's hard to do that and narrate. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I don't have to pay attention to what's going on with this video. Not that much anyway. But I'm getting into the habit of doing it. So I do it without even realizing it now. I'm analyzing everything. Oh, come on. Here we go. It gets very steppy toward this stage. I mean, at this stage, it gets very steppy. Because I've got to get used to the thinning procedure on this stuff. Does it dive? It does not dive, but the flakes don't like to hold together. That's the problem. Highly brittle. Yeah. Highly. And that means it cracks at the initiation points as well. When it's highly brittle, it'll crack on the edges. Incipients are high. The population of incipients grows with the amount of brittleness. Yeah. Okay. Did it do it? It kind of did it. I wanted to travel more, but I'll see what happens. I got a lump, but I like it. I like the lump in the middle. Yeah, I do. I can't say that I don't like it in the middle because that prevents snappage. I can really abuse the ends when it's really thick in the middle. But then when it comes to thinning the middle, sometimes I break it. Like this one. Earlier today, this is Knife River Flint. I was going to make a little bitty knife out of Knife River. And look it. I hit from this side in the middle to get rid of a lump. Where was it? On this side? Yeah. There was a lump on this side. And I hit it really, really hard to get rid of it. And it got rid of it. But it also snapped it. And it did a weird thing down here. What is that? It snapped and did something to cause a weird Burin flake also. I can't figure that out. So I was analyzing that earlier today. What did that? Did it go like this? Did it snap and then twist to push that Burin that way? I guess so. Anyway. Why was I napping Knife River Flint earlier? Because I'm crazy. I shouldn't be napping that until I'm feeling perfect. Yeah. Am I not feeling perfect today? No, I'm not feeling perfect today. No. I'm a little bit tired. The cold is getting to me somehow. Doesn't matter how many layers I wear, I still feel cold right now. Am I coming down with something? If I am, I hope it doesn't last because I got some busy days coming up. Busy. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, I did some yard work today too. Because I said, if I'm not going to be doing napping, I broke a piece, so I shouldn't be doing much napping today. I got to do yard work. I got erosion happening up on the hill behind the house. I got to figure out how to take care of that erosion or that eroding problem. One of the problems is the critters are trying to dig dens back there. I got a skunk living on the hill or in the hill. As it is, I got one permanent resident. And I think there's another one trying to develop another den. And he's scratching everywhere and causing erosion. I don't know what to do. I got to plant something that's like robust and hardy to resist the skunk scratchings. I was looking at that today and going, dang, that hill is looking pretty bad. Yeah, it totally changes in summer, but I need to plant something that is going to have really strong roots. Lots of leaves. So when it sheds, it leaves a nice blanket of leaves. Yeah. Sends up a lot of shoots, rhizomes in the roots, right? The rhizomes are in the roots. Well, that's how they spring up. I need something with a lot of those. So I was thinking of planting raspberries back there. Because I know it'll populate the side of the hill really fast. But I'm also thinking, what else can I do that has really strong roots? And not just surface roots. I think the raspberry roots don't go very deep. I need something with deep roots. Oh, and I got some... I cut some of the rose plants. The multifloral rose I have back there. And I found a couple of nice straight stems that seem pretty solid. So I'm going to try to make something out of them. I can make at least one arrow out of one of them. Out of the pair that I've got. Out of the pair of rose stems that I got that are thick and feel pretty strong. They're thicker than this. Out of those two, I should get one arrow that I can see. But I cut a lot of rose. I mean, only found one, maybe two arrow shafts out of, I don't know how many stems I cut. Like 30 stems of different sizes and shapes. Most of them have tons of branches. They don't grow without branches. Okay, here we go. Am I going to be able to do it? Nah, it didn't work. It likes to scoop it when I do the inward force. Okay. I'm trying to do this quickly. So I'm going to go inside. I got to go inside and narrate one of the videos, hopefully, if I don't fall asleep. Okay, come on. You can do it. Yes. Yes, you can do it. You can do it. No, not like that. Okay. Only supposed to be trimming. Sometimes you don't flake. Sometimes you flake too easy. Dang it, you messing with... It wants to mess with my symmetry. Out of that big old chunk, that's all I got. That's it. Now I got a bunch of flakes. Right? Yep, usable flakes. I got usable flakes. Where are they? Yeah, that's cool. That's okay. This is a little bitty one. Let's see, what else? Maybe. Anyways. No? Yes? Maybe a few more. Yeah, I got a bunch of good flakes. Okay. Let's try to get those step fractures out of there. Yeah. Yeah, like that. No, not like that. Yeah, land bridge. No, not supposed to. Dang it. So what am I going to do about the land bridge? Well, I'm going to come back to it. Okay, I'm going to skip around a little bit. When I don't know what to do, I know I can always come up to the tip or the base and thin it down a little bit more. So that's always a good practice. Make sure the tip and the base are thin so you don't have excess weight out there that could cause some snapping happiness. Oh. Alright, so I got step fractures on this side. Sometimes it's because of loss of energy. But it's so hard to tell if you're losing energy. Because maybe that's not it. Maybe that's not the predominant reason why step fractures are occurring. It could be just the material. As it gets flat, it doesn't like it. This might not like flat surfaces, but you know, it could be just this one piece of Buffalo River that doesn't like the flat surfaces, because these flakes, they don't curve all that much. Yeah, it doesn't mind the flat. See that? So it's probably not just that. It's got to be maybe loss of energy somewhere. The edge is crushing a little bit too much. In that case, it does need to be abraded more so it doesn't crush as easily, I think. Did I get the land bridge? Ah, yeah. I napped right down the land bridge, but then I got another step fracture. So what I'm going to hit this right there and see if that clears that out. Alright, I got rid of some of that undetached flakenism. I can go down into that area. It's not as convex as I would like. It's kind of flat. We'll see what happens. It doesn't like the flat all that much. Ah, it didn't like it. Can I put it back? Well, I dropped it now, but I don't think the initiation was intact. Let's see. I think it was pickable. You mean despicable? Yeah, despicable. Dastardly. There, see? Yeah, see? Voila. Okay. That's good enough. I'm going to leave it in that particular area. Now this down here is a little bit crunchy because it's cortex. It looks like there's still some cortex. I did not try to preserve the cortex down here. Nope. I'm just napping this to the best of my ability to get it thin and not all steppery. Thin and smooth. Yep. Trying. Come on. Yes. I just don't want it to end and terminate into a step fracture. if all I was going for is thinness, then step fractures don't matter too much. If you prioritize thinness, you can leave some of the step fractures in, right? But I'm prioritizing everything. Smoothness, thinness, maximum length, symmetry, everything. Did it do it? Without step fracturing? I think so, yeah. It's risky. I'm hitting hard. Yes, I am. I think it does lose a lot of energy in the striking area. It seems kind of soft. I like knapping it because the flake scars look really good on this stuff. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now. Good enough. So I lost another 1/8 of an inch, so it's 3 3/4. Come on. Right, it was 3 7/8 earlier. Lost another 1/8 of an inch, probably off the base. And then 1 3/4 or thereabouts. Let's see, with the thickness ratio, let's say 45 millimeter. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Don't mess up on me. There you go. 45 divided by 6. Almost 8 to 1. That's not bad. It's better than I thought. Is it? Am I sure it's 45? Yeah, 45. And then, let's see. Is it 6? It's almost 8 to 1. It's like 7 to 1. Almost 8 to 1. If it was 48, it would be 8 to 1. So 7 to 1. It's a little thinner than I thought it would be. Good. I don't have to thin it anymore. I mean, I do have to get rid of some lumps down here, right? It's still kind of lumpy down there. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit lopsided, but I think I can leave it for now. Yeah, if I see, it's flat on this side and rounded on this side. Although there are a lot of artifacts that are exactly like that. I'm not going to leave it that way. I think I might be able to take another couple of flakes. That was going to do that anyway, probably. Dang it. I got to tell myself, it was probably going to do that anyway. Man. Not supposed to be that narrow. Yes. There it goes. A little bit flatter. Does it matter if it's flatter? Yeah, it matters. The flatter matter. The more flatter, the more it mattered. Dang it, I was going to take a thumbnail when it's all pretty. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go in. I'm freezing. That heater's not helping. Okay. Alright, let me take a snapshot and that'll be it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we got a little bite. That's okay. That was a bad area anyway. Yeah, that's what I tell myself, but I don't think it was bad. I think the bad area is right here on this side. Oh well, there you go. That's it.